Alright, boys, Netmarble has just told us pretty much, like, yes, guys, you were right, it is King as the next LR. Now, we kind of know the LR schedule already now. Like, the way it lines up with the 100 points, I always know when the next LR is coming. So we knew what was coming this week. And because we got leaked that there's a link coming this week, we already kind of assumed it was going to be King. I was hoping, like, deep down it was going to be Hellbrim, because I'm going to get into the problem with why King as an LR is not good. But King is a new LR. I mean, it's a crown. It's King. Elaine's coming. It all makes sense, right? So, let's look at the Kings in-game. We don't know which one, right? I think most people will assume it's this one. If we go by their post, it's old characters that used to be used a lot, and now they're not used anymore because of their stats and their skills being outdated. That's what their justification for LRs is, okay? Lost VAYNE, didn't get used, now he has Infect AoE, bro. Like, thinking back to, like, Lost VAYNE not having Infect is crazy to me. Like, they used to just be a regular attack card, not a skull card. It's crazy to me. Anyway, but, like, that's what they're doing, right? Escanor only got, like, an upgrade, like, he has the same skills, just got an upgrade. Well, I guess a single target got, like, his Elegant Blow got a bigger upgrade. Whatever, this is about King. So, I think most people are gonna say this King, right? This guy used to run the meta, and now no one uses him, right? They gave him a relic, didn't change, he's still ass. I mean, his substats, look, guys, what do you think his crit defense is? Or crit resistance is one of them one. One of them is 0. Almost. Oh, both. I mean, honestly, both. They're both 0, pretty much. Yeah, this is disgusting. 24% crit resistance and 56% crit defense is not good. No crit chance, no crit. Like, all his stats, like, are garbage. Okay? Absolute garbage. But there's also this guy who did get to shine for like a month and then immediately got trashed out the meta, unfortunately. I really like this guy. I like this design of unit that's like more control focused. He did get his relic, which I really like. It makes his poison card apply bleed and poison, which helps his this card. Now, we know we're getting a new Elaine, and it's going to be a winged Elaine, okay? The thing is, this one came out with a holy relic, with the whole shock thing, right? Like, she's doing the whole shock thing, she has the whole pedal thing. With the shock, it all works well together, right? Now, the old one doesn't have that. She didn't have shock, right? But she works with debuffs. She was also supposed to work with that king, but she also got that relic, right? But it doesn't work for her. She doesn't have any way of shock. Like, the team doesn't have any way of applying shock outside of Demon Hendrickson, who was given to people for free. But it doesn't really matter because you want fairies to do the shock. Now, there's only 3 fairies in Grand Cross. 4, sorry. Gehada, sorry. We have Glocks. We have King. Oh, I guess we have 4. We have 5. You have Hellbrim, Glocks. Sorry? King, Elaine, Gehada, yeah. And Hellbrim doesn't have any singular, like, usable unit. Glocks doesn't have a singular usable unit. Elaine doesn't really have a singular like usable unit. Like, this is the only one, and even she is not really, like, you know, she's not good. Okay, I mean, I like her kit, but her stats just aren't modern enough anymore, right? So let's say this new Elaine has some insane stats. Somehow they fixed her substats with Super Awakening. Then it's still just gonna be King and Elaine. And if they do Skinny King, his passive gives fairies basic stats, okay? So if they're gonna improve on that and make him even more, like, give more stuff to fairies, then we need a 3rd fairy. So either that passive has to be on, like, a tier level where he can just make anyone work, or we're just gonna run him with Bot, and it's gonna be boring because then we don't get to use that part of his passive, right? I mean, they could just change it to Sins, right? It's an LR, they could just change it, but it'd be boring, I feel like, right? So if they do this King, it'd be a lot more interesting, even though I feel like the skinny one deserves it more. But this one, like, upgraded, honestly, like, he could be disgusting. He could be disgusting if they give him an LR. Like, absolutely vile. Now, the pattern right now was we got a fest and then a non-fest, right? So we don't know if it's like fest, non-fest, fest, or if it's fest, non-fest, non-fest, fest, or if it's fest, non-fest, 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 fest, right? Like how they want to do it, or if it's just random, right? Whatever they feel like. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. So I really don't know which one of these is going to LR, right? I think it's very not obvious. I feel like it's this one. Like like, it should be this one, right? He's more iconic, he's older, he hasn't been, like, he actually saw use case for a lot longer. Right, we do need cleanse in this meta badly, right? We do need well, petrify is whatever. I mean, I'd like petrified, like to use it, not to go up against it. But like, we need cleansing and healing in the meta, I think. We need it back. Like, we don't have a singular. Name me a team that runs a healer or like yeah, it's some of a heal skill. No one. No one. Let's look through all units. Okay, let's find one that has one. Okay. So yeah, no one. Okay. Well, I suppose if you run goddesses and you run blue Liz, her ultimate heals. Okay, but anywho, I don't know why I went there. We know it's king. They didn't say anything, right? There's no like, we can't tell, like they didn't have like a silhouette of him. This is a low quality ass image. Damn. Yeah, okay, let's look through the replies. Okay, it's just normal. I don't know why I thought it was a little crazy. You know, you never know. You never know what people do in Grand Cross. Okay, I got people post the images of their kings, bro. Damn, like, oh, I'm ready, guys. Like, hello. Oh, well, okay, that's a horrible thing. It's just because king crown. It makes sense, not because he has a crown outfit. But Liz, okay, I mean, I like the outfit a lot. I like how they, oh, that's why they put the rimmer, I see. Yeah, see, this guy put the fest as well, Oh, King is in the coin shop. No way he's in the coin shop right now. That's not the coin shop, guys. Why did I not click the coin shop? King is in the coin shop. Yo, it might be time. It might be time. I think honestly that I think we know. It's gotta be the king, right? Surely it's gotta be the king. So yeah, we made a podcast. On the podcast, we made a concept for him. Now that podcast, that like concept is way too broken, and we'd like to go a little crazy. It's gonna be cool to see a third LR next to GALAND. If I go back to king, yoink, yoink, yoink. It's okay. So since we know it's this king, right? How did they upgrade Petrify? So usually what they did before was, if it was the utility card, they added damage. And if it was a damage card, they added utility to it, right? Like, Lost Vayne's AoE was Rush, which is damage, and they added utility, Infect, to it. His single target was utility, which is gain ult gauge, and they added Sever to it, which is damage. Escanor, his ult fill gauge card, utility, they added damage to it with the whole sun thing, right? The whole flame thing. His Cruel Sun, they just both, right? It's like utility, but they just added more of it, I guess. They just improved it, right? So like, what do they do with this? So one thing they can do with this is the Emilia freeze card, right? Or the Red Jericho freeze card, where if once the freeze breaks, it does damage based on their missing HP. They can do the same thing with this, right? They can just add that to the Petrify effect, right? Just make Petrify stronger. But I feel like they should do more, or like something different. I don't know. But it's really hard to say. Because like, once you petrify someone, all their buffs and debuffs are gone, right? So like, you can't additionally debuff them, unless it's like the Emilia thing, right? Where they just lose HP. Where that's just like part of the condition. And then his heal, I hope, honestly, it like, if you overheal, you block damage dealt to your team. Hopefully it heals on rank 1 by like 15, I guess, right? Like just something. And then also, like Rejuvenate. I really want to see Rejuvenate. I really like that effect, and I hope he gets Rejuvenate, okay? And then passive-wise, obviously this has to go to 20%. And then he has to gain a bunch of stats. Well, he's going to get a bunch of stats anyway from LR. But hopefully, this can all work out well, and he can cook, right? That's the dream here. But yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. That's it from me, boys. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want him to do. Good job.